The FBI has refused to turn over an informant file on Hunter Biden to Congress. They had a deadline yesterday. Last week, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer issued that legally binding subpoena. But the FBI responded with a lengthy rebuttal, stonewalling Comer's request. It's the latest politicization of our justice system by federal law enforcement. James Comer is the chairman of the House Oversight Committee. He joins me now. Welcome, Chairman. You know, I asked Jim Jordan this yesterday, and I want your thoughts on it, too. A former DOJ official told me that the question DOJ should answer on the record, and no excuse not to, is whether they are handling that document, that explosive document that would show Biden giving a favor in exchange for cash, that DOJ as political appointees, are they handling it, or is it in the realm of special counsel? Do you have any update on that? We have none.
We're completely in the dark. Senator Grassley, who's worked with the DOJ and the FBI for decades, is completely in the dark. We know that this document exists. The FBI knows we know the document exists. And instead of answering that simple question as to whether or not they have investigated this allegation and what their findings were, they simply explained to us what the document was, and were very patronizing as to why we didn't need to worry about the document, that to trust them, they would look into it.
Trust them, right. Interesting response there from them. But, you know, one question I have for you. You issued these 4 subpoenas to the banks, and it's been 4 months. You gathered a lot of information. I was very intrigued, particularly about the corrupt Ukrainian that we learned about yesterday. More to learn. But at what point do you subpoena members of the Biden family, 9 of whom we know got cash?
Well, we're building the case because obviously the Biden family is not going to cooperate. We've requested documents. We've requested answers to the questions as to what the Biden family members were doing to receive these massive amounts of money from foreign nationals, and obviously they haven't responded. So when those subpoenas are issued, they're going to fight them. They're going to try to tie them up in court.
You will subpoena them?
More than likely, if they refuse to come, what we're doing is trying to get all the evidence first to where if we subpoena them and they refuse to come, then we can win in court. It's all about winning in court. And we have a lot more leverage today because we went the back door and subpoenaed the banks to get the bank records from the people that were wiring the money to the Bidens. So they were expecting us to subpoena the Bidens on day one. We would have gotten nothing. We would be in court. But we knew who the intermediaries were that were receiving the wires from the foreign nationals and then laundering it down to the Bidens. We subpoenaed their bank accounts. Therefore, we got the wire from the foreign nationals and saw the wire to the Bidens.
And
so
if you subpoena them, so that makes sense. Your strategy makes sense. Will you hold them in contempt of Congress the same way that we saw the January 6th committee do that to members in the other party?
I absolutely want to do that. That'll be Speaker McCarthy's call. But let me say this publicly. Speaker McCarthy has let me do 100% of what we've asked Speaker McCarthy to do. Remember, when I issue a subpoena, the counsel for the Speaker's office has to sign on to that subpoena because they were the ones that represent us in court. So the Speaker's office has worked with us 100% on this investigation. They're committed to getting to the bottom of this and to finding the truth out for the American people.
Congressman James Comer, you have uncovered a lot in 4 months. I just wish the media would dig. I wish the DOJ would do the job that you are doing. Thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.